So now that you have some ideas about how to prepare before a tutorial. But what should we be doing during the tutorial itself? The main goal during the tutorial is to stay engaged and pay close attention. However, paying attention is more than just watching passively and just following along. It means interacting with the material in a way that helps you make sense of what's being taught. For example, if drawing diagrams or taking notes helps you focus, then do so, but aim to synthesize the material rather than just transcribing everything verbatim. Summarize key points, jot down important concepts, and make note of any questions that arise as you follow along. Try to simplify and evaluate steps and concepts used. Try to relate steps and concepts. Making mind map can also be great help for this purpose. While observing closely is important, it's crucial to know what to look for. This can depend on the type of tutorial and your existing knowledge. Here are some things to focus on. Connections between steps. Pay attention to the links between the steps or the ideas that instructor in the video is talking about. Understanding these links can help you see the bigger picture and understand the logic behind the process. Question the approach. Ask yourself questions like, why is the problem solved this way and not another way? Why this feature is implemented with these sequence of steps? Or could we solve this problem differently? This critical thinking helps deepen your understanding and helps you to be actively engaged. You can think yourself as detective trying to solve a case. Look for connection between evidences. In our context, what instructor is saying, code and documentations. LLMs can also be great help for this. Compare and contrast. Look for similarities and differences in the code or concepts presented. For instance, what makes one piece of code work or behave different from another? Or, how are two seemingly different approaches fundamentally the same? This analytical approach can boost your comprehension and retention. If you notice any inconsistencies or tensions between what the instructor says and what you already know, that's a good sign you're paying attention in the right way. This is another area where preparation helps. If you have some background knowledge, it's easier to spot these discrepancies and understand the material more deeply, and it will be more interesting and relevant to you. Not just a tsunami of new information. By staying engaged, asking questions, and critically analyzing the material, you make the most out of the tutorial. This active engagement not only helps you grasp the content better, but also makes the learning process more enjoyable and effective. But it takes a lot of effort to maintain focus throughout a tutorial in this manner. Typically, after 10 to 20 minutes without some kind of change in format or engaging activity, attention tends to drop significantly. However, online tutorial videos offer a significant advantage. You have complete control over the pace and flow of the information. You can stop the video at any time, rewind to review different parts, speed it up if it's moving too slowly, or slow it down for complex sections. This flexibility allows you to tailor the learning experience to your needs. Many of us, what we do is, we try binge watch the whole tutorial. Well, it can give us a false sense that we are learning. But it's all shallow and we will forget all the content in a day or two, if not within hours. I recommend stopping the video frequently, especially when the instructor is about to implement a new feature or explain what they are going to do next or presents a problem. At these points, pause the video and take a moment to think about how you would implement the feature or write the code. Even if you don't know the exact solution, try to understand and break down the problem before the instructor explains it. To deepen your understanding, ask yourself questions such as, what kind of conditional statements can be used? Do I need to use any third-party packages for this? What kind of data entities and data types are applicable here? What potential errors or exceptions should I anticipate and handle? How does this piece of code fit into the overall architecture of the project? Are there any security considerations I need to be aware of? How would I debug this code if something goes wrong? Are there alternative methods to achieve the same result? What are their pros and cons? How can I test this code to ensure it works correctly? What are the dependencies for this code to run properly? How would I document this code for future reference or for other developers? How does this concept or technique relate to others I've learned? What design patterns could be applied here? How would I refactor this code to improve its structure? What are the possible impacts on other parts of the project if I change this code? What are the trade-offs involved in using this approach? These questions help you think critically about the tutorial content, encouraging a deeper understanding and a more holistic view of the coding concepts being taught, and help you engage actively with the material and develop a problem-solving mindset. After every 10 to 15 minutes, pause the video to collect your thoughts and review what you've learned. Reflect on the current progress and anticipate what might come next. This helps reinforce your understanding and keeps you focused. If you find yourself watching a tutorial for more than 30 minutes without a break, it's a sign that you may not be getting the most out of it. Long, uninterrupted viewing sessions can lead to cognitive overload and reduce the effectiveness of your learning. By taking regular breaks and actively engaging with the material, you ensure that you are absorbing and retaining the information more effectively. By following these strategies, you can maintain a high level of attention and maximize the benefits of online tutorials. Active engagement and regular breaks will help you better understand and retain the material, making your learning experience more productive and enjoyable.